I'll get myself organised. So, good evening everyone, and welcome once again to our Wednesday training, and thank you all for coming along. It's lovely to see all of you, and isn't it nice to have a social side? Oh, and there's Bianca, she's probably just home from work. Hi! So, first of all, let's welcome Hazel McPhail to the Rhino group. Hazel just joined a few days ago. Yes, Hazel's not on tonight, but nonetheless, welcome Hazel. And first welcome reward, Jane Cox, well done Jane, and Anne-Marie Johnson, well done Anne-Marie. And someone who is on this evening, and there's a wee clue. You need the trainings, you learn at the trainings. The third welcome reward and the final one is Kirsty Burns. Did I get the name right?
Yeah, Kirsty!
I'm Kirsty Adams.
Ah, exactly, you told me Burns.
I thought I went by memory, it was me.
Well done, Kirsty Burns.
Right, Kirsty, it's not my fault. So let's have a wee, well done anyway. But there we are, there, success leaves clues. People who go to the meetings learn. And if you don't need the meeting because you've learned so much, the meeting needs you, I promise you. Because without you, there is no meeting. What we're going to cover tonight, though, is how to grow your team on Facebook using purely online. And let's start with the Warren Market, because the Warren Market is always the quickest, often, the most effective, depending on how much credibility you have with your Warren Market, I have to say. But generally, you know, the Warren Market is the quickest and most effective. So how do you approach people you know? And just before I go into this, can I mention that if you are already bringing in Warren Market, Kirsty's now outside for a fag. I'm feeling dizzy with the phone going round in circles. Oops, oh, I didn't mean it like that, Kirsty, I promise. Oops. Anyway, if you're already bringing in people from your Warren Market and approaching people, that's wonderful. That really is great. But what you need to do, or what you may want to do if you want to build it as a business, is teach the people that you bring into your business how to do what you've done. So if you're already doing it and you think, I've seen this training, I know how to do here, then remember you're going to watch it as a teacher. So what's the first thing you can do? Well, you might want to personal message them, because we are talking about just on Facebook. You might want to do a status update, and that lets lots of people know what you're doing and how you're doing it. That gets them starting to ask questions if you do a status update. You might want to do a group post, depending on whether or not at that time you have a group, or whether you're still setting up your sales group. It's easier to do it on your sales group if it is a group post. And a lifestyle post, and this, believe it or not, it's certainly Bob Webb. Is it you, Lynn?
It's Bob Webb and his wife. I got muddled up with the pictures earlier.
I thought it looked like his wife behind it. I wasn't entirely sure. It's obviously been at one of the conferences. They had a 60s night or 70s night, something like that. The first thing you want to do, though, is get your income story. And you know, Clean Easy really is a really forgiving business, because if you don't have your income story, get one. It doesn't matter that it's not your first month. It doesn't matter that it's not your first week. Just get your income story. That's all you need to do. But facts do tell, stories sell. If people see you with something that they could do, and how many people do you know that could do with an extra £405.97 the month that they build their income story? That's £100 a week. That's a big lifeline to a lot of people. But that really wants to be your first goal. It's just a 10% bonus in your first 4-week period. A king-size duvet a day gets your bonus at the end of the period. That's all it is. But remember, it has to be cumulative. If you don't get it today, you have to add it on for tomorrow. But that's your income story. That's how. Get that one. And then you've got a check, you see, that's yours, and you can post it. Be aware, your small checks are far, far more powerful than a large check. I wouldn't dream of posting a £1,500 to £2,000 check or more. Wouldn't dream of it. It does attract some people, but often the people it attracts don't do anything anyway, because they want that then, they want it now, and it doesn't appear now or then. So the smaller check, what that tells someone who does know something about network marketing is you can make money in a 4-week period. And if you can make money in a 4-week period, so can everyone else. Indirect approach. I like this approach. Not everyone does. It's what suits you. Hi Jane, how are you? How's your family? I haven't seen you for a while. How's John getting on since he left his job? Just whatever, go back to and ask the question that you last knew of them, if you like. The reason for my email, the reason for my message, the reason for my phone call is I've just started up my own part-time work from home business, and it's going really well. Now, can I tell you something? It's always going really well. Even when you think, oh, what a month. It's not, it's only a month. But guess what? Everyone else still makes money in that month that you think it's, And sometimes, you know, we don't always give ourselves credit for what we do achieve. In my first week, month, or whatever, show them, here's what I earned. I was really delighted, and I'm looking for other people that might want to earn the same as I do, and that I can show them how to do it. I was wondering, do you know anybody that might be interested in making some money from Facebook part-time? And then give them the link. I use www.makemoneyfromfbinfo.com. It's a good short video, gives them enough information about the business that they can make the decision about whether or not they want more information or whether they're going to get started. I'll give you a wee phone tomorrow just to see if anybody springs to mind. Or you can see from the direct approach, as I say, this comes down to each individual. Could you do me a wee favour and take a look at the short video? It's only 15 minutes long, and just tell me what you think. Now, do be prepared once you ask somebody to tell you what they think. You might not like what they tell you. So do be aware, that's maybe what it'll come down to. And again, I use makemoneyfromfbinfo.com. It's 15 minutes. I found it really exciting. See, when I first saw it, I thought it was absolutely great. And I would really like to know what you think. I'll give you a wee message or a wee phone tomorrow just to see. Send a message to everyone you know. You don't want to keep clean easy a secret when you start doing it, not if you want to have a business. And don't prejudge anyone, because you don't know who they might know that's needing some extra cash. Because people lead you to people, and always, always, always follow it up. with either the phone call or a message or a text or whatever. Keep it simple. It doesn't have to be War and Peace, just keep it simple. Hi Jean, did you manage to have a look at the video I sent to you? Did you watch it? What did you think? I usually follow that on with, are you interested? I have to say, once upon a time, would I have put that? No, possibly not. But if you want to build a business, it's amazing what you'll do. And I'm not going to Facebook this, but I was just saying to Ursula and Bianca the other night, I was a bank manager. Would you have envisaged a bank manager going through a car park with lots of cars in it, dodging the man in the yellow jacket, putting cards on every car? No. Why did I do it? Because I wanted to see who was going to respond to me. I wanted those leads more than I was afraid of doing what I was doing. I remember the day when Glasgow, I saw the shutter roller door open, and it was an insurance company, and it was an underground car park, and I thought, oh, I'll just go in there. And then once I was almost finished, I heard this noise, this rumbling noise, to see the door start to come down. And I had to run. I was running it to the edge of the car park, shouting and waving at the man, can you let me out first? He says, what were you doing in there? I says, oh, I was just putting cards on cars. He says, oh, okay then, come on out. Away I went. Just like she said, it's never as bad as you think it's going to be. Oops. So go back to the story. Hi Jean, did you manage to have a wee look at the video I sent you? What did you think? Did it interest you? If it does, take the opportunity to give them another wee phone call, or just say, do you want me to give you a wee phone? Press your messenger button when they're on Messenger, when they're active, and you can speak to them. But at first, when you're new, let your sponsor know. They'll tell you the steps. You don't need to be on your own. Doesn't matter how clever you are at your own job, how able you are, how good you are. You haven't done network marketing before. You haven't followed our system. So let us help you. It's what we're here for. It's what we want to do. The first thing we would suggest is that you set an amount of people that you want to contact every day. For example, maybe you want to contact 5 people every single day. Keep a list of the people that you know and add to it every day as well. If you're a couple, have a competition. Each have your own list. Try not to write duplicates on, or if you are, agree with one another when you're going to contact them. Don't have a fight over it. Just write somebody else's name down. But take a note of who you've sent information to, and it's easy on Facebook because you can just scroll through Messenger and what action you need to take. Once you start following them up, I would just suggest you do write it down though in a separate book and take a note of the information that you've gleaned from the person you've spoken to. Send maybe another link to the video or the circles or the retail income projection. If they're not interested, put them into your Facebook archive, contact them in a month. Don't delete them. You don't know when they might be interested or who they might know next week that will be interested. And you can reach an awful lot of people with just one message. But the simple thing is, write the message, copy and paste it. That's all you need to do. Keep it nice and simple. Lynn uses, I'm just curious, do you know anyone that would be interested in making money from Facebook part-time? That's all you need to do. Use it on your status update and your group posts. That's your own group at this point. Post your check. And then ask your friends. I was quite surprised, only beginning of this year, I wanted to know if anyone knew anyone in Spain. Would they share my post? And you know, 6 people did. Now, I've got a lot of Facebook people, Clean Easy people on my Facebook. So in the, I don't have loads and loads of friends that aren't in Clean Easy. And the ones that I do have, a lot of them have been in Clean Easy in our group and remain friends, which is what you want as well. So I was pleased that 6 folk posted it on their timeline. Keep it interactive though. You know, you do want to make up your own posts. You do want to, just simple things like, we've got a lovely sunny day here today. I hope it's the same in your neck of the woods, or gosh, we've got hailstones. That's all you need. People comment on the weather. It's the one thing British people are very, very good at. And use your check. Remember your story. Once you've got that check, you can keep using it. But what we want to go on to is how to generate leads from your selling group. Here you are, Lynn's got a wee post for you. Now, you don't need to use the wording exactly, but it's so easy to change something when you don't know what to do. It's easy to change a statement. But if you have to think of what to put, let's think about it. You're going to post an ad on Facebook. What takes you longest? Thinking up what you're going to say in the ad, or doing the actual posting? So once you do those posts, copy and paste the wording, and you can change it. Stick it into a Word document, scroll back through it, do it like a catalogue base. You know, I'll use that one today, that one tomorrow, that one the next day, change a couple of the words, depends how you're feeling. But here you are, I hope you're all having a fantastic day. I'm curious, do you know anyone that would be interested in making money from home, part-time, on Facebook? And the check. It's all you need. Keep it nice and simple. You can do that. Well, you can change the wording depending on what you want to say. Don't always use the same wording, but again, as I'm saying, and remember, different people will look at your group on different days. But if you want to maximize the number of people who are going to look at your group on the day that you're going to put one of those status posts up, go in and change your group name. All you want to do is put a full stop after it, an apostrophe. There's loads of information about apostrophes. People are going around correcting folks' grammar. So correct your own. If you don't have it, correct your own. Put a full stop in. Put an underscore in. Put a smiley face in. Do something very, very simple. You don't actually want to change the name of your group. You just want to make a change. So do the change to the group. That comes up in all the notifications of the people who are in your group. And then put one of your posts up. That's all. Simple. Done. So how do you respond? Well, when people are on your own group, if they like a product, respond to it. I've got a girl on my group who's great, Fiona. And Fiona likes nearly every, I know if Fiona hasn't liked a product, I get it off pretty sharpish. Because she likes most things. And yes, I have pitched it several times. She was a customer when I lived elsewhere. So thanks for the like. If you'd like any more information, message me or leave me a comment. If it's a question from someone you know, because remember, as you grow your own online group and ask your friends to add people, you're not going to know everyone. Thanks for your question, Mary. I'll message you with the information. It's not that you don't want to put it in your group, but don't clog it up. Don't clog your group up. I'll message you with the information. Thing is though, see once somebody sees that, that comes up on their feed as well, and they think, oh, I like that too. So how to sponsor on external groups? And how to find the groups is the first question. Because, again, if you're doing this, great. But do you have enough groups? So maybe you need to find more groups. Or maybe you've got a new person in who hasn't got any groups. And how do they know how to find them? Again, it's nice and simple. Just use common sense. You want to look through your groups and find out what buying and selling groups allow business ads. So you'll need to check them to see which ones allow them. That's nice and simple though. All you need to do, oops, I'm going to go back there, on the groups that you're already a member of, put earn or money or something along those lines in the search bar, and then go to all posts when it comes up. You'll see business ads on there already. Then you know you can put your ad on. What I do then though is separate my groups into those that accept product and those that accept only accept business ads. All of your groups will accept product, but only some of them will let you put in a business ad. I then mark the ones, once I'm posting, which ones don't need approval. That means that they go in straight away. So if I want them to hit them very quickly, I do it that way as well. It also means that if you take note of that, if you want to do 2 ads a day on the groups that have got more members in them, you know the ones that you can put them on, that an admin's not going to say, that was here earlier, no duplicate posts, delete. So, you know, that's for someone who has already got a bit of experience in this. Don't tell your brand new person all of that information, or their head will be muddled. But how do you find the groups? Well, there's a couple of ways, and one of them is to go to www.facebook.com/groups, and then you get a variety of buying and selling and work from home, lots of different categories. You can click on them and you can join some of the groups. But space yourself out. That's really important. Remember, an online business is not a business if you can't go online. It's a dud, and you don't make money. So be careful. How many posts do you want to aim for? Well, just the same as when you're selling on Facebook. You build up slowly until Facebook realizes that you're an addict and you're on it all the time, or so they think. And really, it's the one thing, so do lots of likes, even if it's on friends' posts on your own page, that builds up your activity and you get away with posting more ads more quickly. So do plenty of likes, smiley faces, ha-has, or beautiful, lovely, nice day, you know, and when you see one of your friends, bare arm, coming out the bath with soap suds on it, blowing soap suds at a dog, do you want to see that on Facebook? Possibly not, but you do a ha-ha on it anyway because it builds up your activity. There we go. Join 5 to 6 groups initially though, and then take a break. Go and do some other activity and then join another 5 or 6 groups. I would recommend, once you start joining groups, that you take a note of the groups that you are going to join or you are approaching to join. Why? When your notifications start coming through quickly and fastly, you might miss them. It also lets you see which ones stay pending for 3 weeks. Is that any good to you? No. So you want to join different ones. Just take yourself out of it, take a note of it, don't delete it, and you may be asked to join in another week or so. Different admin, maybe they don't mind you joining. But what I have found recently with Facebook is if you're on a lot of groups and you join too many at the one time, they seem to be getting flagged. So anyone I've noticed, because I'm admin on some groups, that more and more people are going into the flagged want to join ones. The majority of the ones that are going in there are people like ourselves, not always in Clean Easy, but maybe have an online, a window cleaner, somebody like that that's joining too many groups at the one time. They get flagged up. They're in 250 groups already. That's another one. So do be careful. It is important. But take a note of how many groups you'll actually get to join. Post on 20 groups with your discussion post, and then take a wee break. And 2 discussion posts on 60 groups a day. That's what you're looking for. So that's why it's so important. Start identifying the groups that you can put posts on without needing approval. Space them out. You want different people to see them. If they've only got 800 people in a group, perhaps that's not the best group to put 2 posts on. However, if they've got 13,000, then I would suggest 3 posts in a day. They'll hardly be noticed. A lot of activity, in other words, do some more posts. Your marketplace, though, you can do 2 to 3 selling posts or marketplace posts on 20 groups every day. Now, if you only do 2 posts, that's 40, plus your 60, 120, that's 160 posts. Now, most of you will know that if you're doing 160 posts a day, selling a product, will you get a sale? I think after the second day, the chances are you will. You might not the first. So, if you want to build your business, do you reckon that by the second day, you'll start getting leads? Chances are yes, aren't they? If you're not getting enough leads, do some more posts. Use an activity tracker and a planner. So now that you've added lots of business groups, what are you going to say? This exactly the same as you do in your own group. Use your own group almost as a practice. Facts tell, stories sell. Just curious. Do you happen to know anybody that might be interested in making some money from Facebook part-time? I'm just curious, do you know anybody, stay-at-home mum or dad, that's looking to earn some extra cash without needing childcare? I'm just curious, do you know any retired people that maybe would like to top up their pension every month? I'm just curious, do you know anybody who wants to lose some weight and wants to get out and about exercising without using the gym? There's loads of things. Use your imagination. Would an extra, excuse the unusual approach, would an extra £400 every month help pay your bills or mortgage? Looking for a part-time work from home income? There's loads of things. When you're posting, you come across other posts. I would suggest you never, ever copy them in full. However, copy the wording, take a note of it, put it onto your Word document, and then amend it to suit you. But don't ever copy somebody else's post in full. And please don't replicate their ads. This is a Build Bridges network marketing company. It's not destroy them. So probably if somebody spent a lot of time copying their ad, unless it's your sponsor, they'll be delighted. Copy as many ads as you like. I'm saying that. And space them out. You don't want a ban. 10 to 20, take a break. Do something else. Go on and do your emails. And then go back and get some more done. Your likes and your comments though, well, before people put on sponsor ads, most people will have been selling on Facebook. So you know the format. Like their comment. Thanks very much for liking my ad, Joe. If you or anyone you know would like some information, please message me. Nice and simple. Always tag them. If you can't tag them, that's often because they've got a private Facebook, so or you can actually do that on your own Facebook. Don't receive notifications or don't let people comment on your posts, things like that. So if they ask a question, take it immediately to private message. Don't do it on the page. Get them to message you, then they can see your message. Please do not use the make money from fbinfo.com in messages, in multiple messages that you're sending to people without them already having sent you a message, because that's how links go toxic. Different, if every person you send a message to that isn't your friend or hasn't sent you a message, if they all open them, the link's safe. If they don't, Facebook can see it. They can see it as spam, and your link can go toxic. And then we all get a ban. Would I be miffed? Too right. So, in marketplace adverts, you'll see a message box, so you can click on that and respond with a message. So you don't actually need them to message you. They see and respond to your message immediately. There's the wee box there. Whoops, if you can see my cursor. Just click on that message and get that off to them. If someone is responding to your posts, likes all your products, but just can't, if you say, oh, well, would you like me to order that for you, for example, they say, well, really sorry, I can't really afford it just now. Go back to them, say to them, hope you don't mind me asking, but would you be interested in making some money on Facebook? There's never any harm. Keep it in your language. And hi Jane, you really like the products. I noticed you like virtually every one of them. And that makes me feel really good. I'm really pleased that you like all the products. Would you have a wee think about maybe selling them yourself, making yourself some money? Again, put it into your words. It's like the direct or the indirect approach. It's something that you have to be careful with. And you have to be comfortable with, rather. If someone's selling on Facebook lots of second-hand, there's loads of people out there that all they do is sell on Facebook. Have you ever noticed, though, that those people who are selling on Facebook sometimes bump their posts from December? You're not making money if you're still bumping posts from December. Not when they're buying one second-hand product to sell it again. I pitched them, why not? If you don't mind me asking, I don't suppose you know anyone that would be interested in making money from Facebook. I don't always do that if I see people using second-hand products or selling on Facebook. I'll say to them, in a private message, I noticed you sell products on Facebook. Would you be interested in looking at another business that would run alongside what you already do? And our products are already sourced. They can say no, they might be interested. And keep posting in your groups. You want to keep posting opportunity posts, yes. And also remember, you're making money from your retail, so don't drop one to do the other. There has to be a balance. There's no point in having 40 folk in your team if none of them are turning over any product, because then no one is making any money. You need to be able to show them how to make money too. And other ways to grow your group. Well, we covered a lot of this not that terribly long ago, but it's always good to go back to it. Because if you're doing catalogues, it's really easy to get leads from catalogues. And people will ask you when they hand you the catalogue back or when you're delivering their order, are you doing well? Or, as I get nowadays, are you still doing well? Well, yes, I am. People look after me really well, is my reply. I'm looking, though, if you happen to know anybody else that's looking for some extra income, we do online as well as the catalogues. So, you know, a woman told me that she was losing 9 hours and a day from her job. Of course I pitched her. Of course you do. But you do it in a, you know, always remember, I'm looking for some people if you happen to know anybody. An elderly lady who's 72, elderly, she's 72. She's 72, she walks with a stick, she doesn't keep terribly good health. And she's in sheltered accommodation. However, she's got children and grandchildren. Do I pitch her? No. But she used to do Ann Summers, believe it or not, many years ago. You don't know those things until you talk to people. Know more about your catalogue customers. And then you get your in. Use callback slips. They've all got your Facebook shop on them, your thank you slips, your business cards, absolutely everything. Sorry I missed you. And invite your online customers to invite their friends. If you like the products, would you do me a wee favour? You might even want to make it personal, because I've found if I send them a personal message, they actually invite more people than I just put it up in a group post. The group post works for the folk that really don't know me, but the people that are on your Facebook that you know work better from a personal message, because you're singling them out and you're inviting them. Collect email addresses from your catalogue customers and ask them. Now I say to them, are you on Facebook? Are you? I'll look for you. What's your picture? I don't ask them often. I get their email address, yes, but I ask them what their picture is and what their name is on Facebook, because some folk have an obscure picture. For example, today I got in touch with a girl who is called Senga Scott on Facebook. She came back through a personal message, well, she joined my shop as Shauna Golding. Huh? Pass. So ask them their name, don't assume. Any customers you've got, text them, email them, ask them to join your shop. I get people who I give a catalogue to, and this girl always orders through my shop. She likes me to give her a catalogue, then gives me an order through the shop. Anyone who is a no for the business, though, is a customer, try and get them into your shop, because they can always leave if they don't want to be there anymore. But a lot of people will stay, and it is, they're lovely products, they're at good prices. But if you're doing that, do remember, you need to keep your shop up to date. You need to post products in it. You might even, if you've got business cards, put a card in with the products when you're delivering them. Remember, you want people to know how to contact you. And what is the key to success? Well, it's just the same as the catalogues. It is so much the same. We separate it, but it's not different. Be consistent, be persistent. Don't say, oh, I tried it for 2 days this week and it didn't work. Neither do the catalogues and neither does the online selling. Be persistent. Go back to people. Contact them. Get in touch with them. So what if they don't answer your first email message? Don't go in the huff. Try them again. Jim Rohn says, Success is a few simple disciplines practiced daily, accumulated over a period of time. Consistency and persistency. The compound effect. Because you see, if you're putting up 120 posts every day for 5 days, you've got 600 posts up there. Do you think your 600 posts? You might find somebody. What if you want to do more than that? What if you've got 5 lots of 50 groups or 5 lots of 60 groups and you're posting on 1 lot of those groups every day? What would you do if 2 days later, or 2 days, yes, you do a post and then 2 days later you go back? You might want to bump one of the posts from that group because you're getting good at this now. It ups your activity and that compound effect multiplies up even quicker. And here's a quote from Darren Hardy. Reaching your goals is achieved by the daily effort you put into what you do, not by some magical success formula, numerical product, or undiscovered internet business. So every time you see somebody out there saying, I'm in on the ground floor of a new business opportunity, well, whoopie-doo, folks. But you know something? We've got something far, far greater than that. We've got history going back with the catalogue in its present form of about 25 years. And the company's over 95 or 93 years old. But we've got history there. We've been making money for a long time. We've got a powerful, successful system. So I feel sorry for people that go into the new slim, drink coffee and slim daily. It's probably got laxative in it. It's not healthy. Flip. And somebody wants to put money into it. God, just put some laxative into your own coffee, go out, do your clean easy catalogues and get slim that way. Blinking heck. So you see, nothing is simple in life. Nothing, well, everything's simple, sorry, nothing's easy. If it's worth making money, it's worth making some effort. Every big success is made up of little successes. That's your first check, folks, your 10%. Each building on the previous and compounding over time. What do you want to do? Maybe you want to get 13% retail next time. Or maybe you want to show one more person how to get 10%. Maximising the time and saving your effort. And that's me. Oh, Chinese bamboo, you put something in there, Lynn. Didn't know anything about it. I did.
I did say you could delete it if you wanted to.
Oh, I never read it. I like the Chinese story. Because you see, bamboo does take a long time to grow. And then, so there was 5, the wee farmer tended his bamboo for 5 years. And that bamboo did not even show a green shoot above the brown earth. Now, if you went out and watered the same spot every day, do you think your next door neighbours would think it was a bit odd? Of course you would. Then one day you got a shoot. 6 weeks later, that shoot was 90 feet tall. Read the bamboo story. And the other one I like is the donkey. The donkey down the well. And we haven't told that story for a long, long time. Look it up. Google is wonderful. But look those stories up because, you know, they're really, really worth it. Let's see, what am I doing?